Hi, I'm Allison for Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and today, as one of our quick start guides, we're going to talk about Havanese. We have a full Havanese course, teaches you all the ins and outs of grooming them, everything you need to know for maintenance, for dog shows, everything over at Leading Edge Dog Show Academy. But if you're just getting started, or maybe you're wondering about a Havanese and what you might need should you get one, and either want to keep it at home or show it, this little quick start guide is just going to give you a place to start. You don't have to pause me because we're going to put a little list of everything I talk about today in the notes below, so you'll be able to get that. So, this is not an exhaustive list. This is just kind of where I would start or tell you where to go if you were going to get a Havanese and wanted some grooming advice. Okay, so here we go. So Havanese, right? They're little, their hair goes right down to the ground. They require a lot of grooming. So I'm gonna start with shampoos. I always like a tearless shampoo on the face. So there's lots of great ones out there. Chris Christensen makes Happy Eyes. You could use straight up baby shampoo, but I always like to do any dog's face with a tearless shampoo. Obviously I'm avoiding getting it in the eyes, but if you do, less to worry about. Other than that, I'm going to use a super moisturizing shampoo on my Havanese. So I might use something like Miracle Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner by Chris Christensen. And I'm gonna use shampoo and conditioner for both my maintenance baths at home and my show baths. You're going to need some kind of brushing spray, right? We never ever brush any hair of our dogs dry. So I'm gonna use something like Precious Drops that's really designed for those drop coats, right? So Havanese have a drop coat. That means that their coat like drops to the ground, flows, it's fluffy, it's lovely, right? So I need that. So now that I know how to bath them, you're gonna need to make sure that you have a dryer. You might even just start with a normal dryer that you have at home that would do your own hair. We're not really gonna use a force dryer on a Havanese, a high velocity dryer. So you want either a stand dryer or just like a normal dryer that you would use your own, dry your own hair with, right? Like that's where I would probably start. And you need some brushes. So you're going to need a slicker brush. So I would probably try something like the Chris Christensen Carbon Slicker. It has a 17 millimeter pin, which is great for Havanese. And all slicker brushes have this bent pin, okay? So really important for our Havanese, if they are in show coat, we are only using the slicker on their legs and their undercarriage. Everywhere else, we're gonna use a pin brush, right? If they're shaved down, you could probably use this brush all over their body, but for show dogs, only their legs, front legs, back legs, and belly hair. That's the only place we're gonna be using the slicker. And otherwise, we're going to be using a pin brush. Now, a pin brush has a straight pin. So slicker brushes and pin brushes can be different sizes, different shapes, different colors. But the one thing that makes them what they are is pin brushes have a straight pin, slicker brushes have a bent pin. Now, rule of thumb for me is the longer the coat, the longer the pin. So I like, about a 27 millimeter pin for Havanese. I find it gives enough flexibility that I'm, getting that coat nice and straight, but I'm not, causing excess tension when I'm trying to get any of those tangles out. Now, speaking of tangles, you're gonna want a metal comb. So the 000 comb, which is like the old fashioned kind of greyhound comb, you just really want that comb to check your work, to make sure that there's no tangles in your Havanese, so that will do you just fine. So this might be maybe where you stop, but say now you really want to get into this dog show thing and your Havanese is growing more and more hair. A few things that you could add to your arsenal are some rubber bands, right? Because eventually your Havanese's hair is going to get so long, you want to kind of tie that hair in little pigtails out of their eyes. We call this a top knot. More about that in Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and you need some of these rubber bands to do that. Another thing super useful is a parting comb, right? So this parting comb helps you make the little parts to get their little ponytails in. Also, this parting comb is to part the hair on their back. Now, Havanese are supposed to have a natural, non-parted back in the dog show, which I completely agree with. However, for maintenance, I like to part the hair so that I'm making sure that I'm getting every part of the dog combed properly. So just a little tip for you there. If you had some extra money, because we all have extra money hanging around, a 5-in-1 clipper is great for your Havanese. You're gonna want it on like about the medium setting to just like maybe take out the hair on the bottom of their pads. I also like to shave their bellies, especially on boys, so they're not peeing on that belly hair, and maybe shave the sanitary area. Again, if you're showing, you might want to just use straight scissors and just scissor out that sanitary area to keep it like super neat and clean. And then kind of my last little pro tip is, grooming tables are fantastic. We love a good grooming table when we're standing them up, but if you want to teach your Havanese how to lay down and have its little top knot taken care of, having a little chin cushion like this is super useful because it gives them a place to put their little head when you're doing their top knot. You could also use a rolled up towel or anything of the like, right? But, Havanese can kind of go on and on with how much grooming equipment they have because as you grow the hair longer and longer and longer. But for a quick start guide where you need to start, this would give you, quite a nice arsenal to start you on the road to success in grooming your Havanese. I hope this helped. Hey everyone, thanks for watching today's video. Please leave us a comment below, let us know what you thought, and as well, if you have any ideas for future content that you'd like to see, you can put them down there as well. You can head over to leadingedgedogshow.academy.com where you can find our free, premium, and subscription content, and we'd love to have you join us there. As well, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications, that way you never miss another free video tutorial. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.